I brought cashews.
That'll be on there. That's great.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, everyone.
I did this last time. I'm terrible at timing.
Welcome everyone to the show. Welcome to Let's Talk Carnivore. Great to see everybody. We are having people say hello already. Wow. Hello. Great to see everybody. Hey, first things first, let us know in the comments where in the world you are watching. We want to know where you're watching from. And if you don't mind, it'll be so helpful, probably for me and Kipp both. If you will, take a moment to hit that like button and share this show. And if you're not subscribed, you can go ahead and subscribe too. You know that you have curious friends that are wondering about this carnivore lifestyle. So share this with them. Send it to them in a text message. You know how to share stuff. We're in 2024. So definitely take a moment to do that. Hey, we're excited to be here tonight.
Yeah.
It is Thursday night, and we are excited to have Carnivore Kipp with us.
Yes.
We're going to bring him up here on the stage. Hello, Carnivore Kipp.
Man, thank y'all so much for having me. I'm genuinely excited about tonight, and I'm excited to have a discussion with you guys because I've been watching a little bit of your videos recently, and you all, and I've actually heard a couple people say it, but just watching a little bit of your story. Of course, I haven't had time to watch everything, but watching a little bit, you kind of remind me of me a little bit. So I'm excited.
People have been saying it, man. We're like carnivore twins, bro.
Yes.
Absolutely.
How cool is that?
That's fantastic. Let's see who we've got here watching. We've got, that's you. Hello. Pamela says hello. 22 Cat says, hey, Kipp, how's it going? Cordelia, good evening from Albany.
Cool.
Hey guys from Alabama.
All right.
Yeah,
where I'm at. Good old Alabama.
Yeah.
Sherry, hello from Ohio. Paul says, hey everyone. Hey from Indiana. Wilmington, North Carolina. Lots of great places, and there's more jumping in. So let us know where you are watching from. Super helpful.
I hope they hit the like button when they get here.
Oh yeah, definitely hit that like button. Hey, we want to start off this show with some fun. All right. So we want to do some this or that, some would you rathers. And Kipp, we'll let you join right in on these. They're a lot of fun. So here we go. This or that. Would you rather eat a whole stick of butter in one sitting or drink a cup of bone broth with a raw egg mixed in?
That's an easy one for me. It would definitely be eat the whole stick of butter.
Yeah.
I'm not a bone broth guy to begin with. I know a lot of people love the bone broth, and I'll eat it. I mean, I'll make different soup and stuff, but I don't really go out of my way for bone broth. So it would definitely be the stick of butter, because a lot of times when I'm cooking, I'll be sitting there cutting big hunks of butter off and eating it by itself anyway. So that'd be easy.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, salted butter. You just can't go wrong.
Bama J says butter. Pamela says butter. Paul says butter. Yes, I'm going to say butter too. What about you?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know about that raw egg mixed in with the bone broth
stuff.
That's the
kicker. I wouldn't mind doing bone broth as long as it's well salted, but it's the raw egg.
Yes.
I like a runny egg, but not raw. That's just gross.
It's not that I wouldn't do the it's not that I wouldn't do the other. It's just I would definitely prefer the butter.
Yeah, butter for sure. Easy choice. I've eaten a whole stick of butter lots of times. Oh yeah. Kerrygold butter.
Oh yes,
the good stuff.
Now we got the Costco version of Kerrygold the last time, and it's pretty good.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all have Aldi, but the Aldi brand tastes a lot like Kerrygold too.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I'll have to do that. I do. I get a lot of the kids snacks at Aldi's. That's
good to know.
Yeah.
Ancient carnivore nutrition bone broth takes too long to make. You betcha. You betcha. See, hey Jeff, I saw you're going to be on a live with. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. I look forward to hearing your story. Cool. Some talking in the chat. That's great.
Yeah.
Michigan, I make my own bone broth. but I ain't eating a raw egg.
Right.
That's right. Okay, here we go. Let's look at the next one here. Let's see. This or that. Here we go. Would you rather only be able to eat your meat cooked rare or well done?
Well, I would say if I was a person that ate all carnivore meats, then I would definitely pick well done, just because there's so many, like chicken, you don't want that rare. But me, I crave beef and I crave seafood the most. So for me, I would pick rare, just because I mean, my favorite way to eat steak is mid rare, but it's so close to rare that I could get by with that. And then seafood, there's a lot of different seafood that I would feel comfortable eating rare as well. So I would say rare, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bama says rare. Let's see. Salted butter. We're still Jessica's Journey, rare. Well done. Well done. Yeah. Raw beef, raw seafood. Yeah. So it's kind of like you, Kipp. Yeah. So for me, I would do rare, because I just can't stand. I mean, I almost make it rare already, like a steak.
You do.
But yeah. So I like the rare steaks. Well done over rare, although I prefer medium well. Yeah, me too. We prefer medium usually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although I've went to more medium rare.
Yeah.
Since we've started carnivore.
That's good.
It's better. It's more like tender, just flavorful, and
oh yeah. In fact, we are in the process.
The way to cook a steak is mid rare. Like if you were cooking a steak in a competition, like a barbecue competition or something, you're cooking a steak, it's mid rare every time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. And see, we are, as we speak, in our air fryer.
Yeah.
We have steaks going. So right after this interview, we're going to be going and chowing down on some steaks that are probably going to be more on the rare side. We'll see.
Yeah.
So yeah, good deal. Good deal. All right, one more, guys. This or that. Would you rather give up dairy or eat or all organ meats for a year? So would you rather give up dairy or all organ meats for a year?
To me, this one's kind of a trick question, because which one I should give up would be I should give up dairy for the year. Because I think organ meat definitely has more benefits. But if I was to pick, I would rather give up organ meat, because I don't eat organ meat hardly ever. And I love dairy, so I would rather give up organ meat for the year. But if you ask me which one I'm supposed to choose, I feel like it would be dairy, because dairy kind of messes with me and with my weight loss and kind of stalls me out. So I mean, it's just me. I'm not saying that for everybody.
Oh yeah. See, we're right on the same boat.
Yeah.
I am anyways. I need to give up dairy, but it's gonna be the organ meat for me, because I just love my cheese.
Yeah. No, I like sour cream.
Yeah, love cheese, love sour cream. Yeah.
When I eat that stuff though, I love it. Like cheese is like the hardest thing for me, but when I eat it, it makes it to where like it shows up on the scale the next day.
Yes.
It always causes inflammation in my body, and it shows up on the scale, even though I love it.
I don't like it. Bama says organ meats. Jessica's Journey, give up dairy. Jill says dairy. Paul says dairy. Already have given up dairy. That's awesome. Kathy says that's easy. Organ meats. Sorry, dairy I can control. Yeah. Carrie, give up dairy. No organ meat.
And we've not tried like beef.
We haven't tried beef liver yet.
Liver, that kind of thing. We normally just have always been able to get chicken livers. So beef liver is on the list to try, but we've not tried it yet.
That's right. Ancient Carnivore Nutrition. Give me liver. Currently smoking beef heart on the smoker.
Ooh.
All right.
Hey, I've got some beef heart in the deep freezer.
Yeah. 22Q Cat says, I would never give up dairy. That's kind of me. Definitely organ meat. I like cheese on my hamburger. That's right. Neither. I love them both.
Do you have cheese on your hamburger today?
I did. Not gonna lie. 22Q, I'm eating cheese right now.
We're missing our plate of bacon.
Yeah, we normally have our plate of bacon.
Some bacon.
Yeah. So, and she says mozzarella cheese right now. So that's great. Great. Nice. Awesome. Well, guys, again, if you're jumping in, maybe for the very first time, make sure to let us know in the comments where you are watching, and take a moment and just hit that like button. Share this show.
Yeah.
You have friends and family that are curious about carnivore. Would you just hit the share button and send it to them?
Yeah.
We are going to get right in to our interview here with Kipp. I'm so excited to have you on the show. I'm ready to talk about your story and really just amplify your barbecue even that you've got coming up. So let's jump right in. You ready?
Yeah, and just so you know, the honor's mine, man.
Okay. All right, here we go. First thing I want to talk about is, you and I, again, I've watched some of your stuff. You've watched some of mine. We've kind of been on similar journeys. We've been on other diets before. So what was really the turning point for you that pushed you to try carnivore after everything else seemed to fail?
Probably whenever, I guess you could call it like the moment that I knew. And the moment that I knew was whenever my daughter, she was like 8 or 9 months old, and I was rocking her in her crib. And I knew that I had done keto before and had some success, and I had tried low calorie, and that was a disaster. And so I knew that I needed to do something that I hadn't done before. And I had heard, of course, Dr. Berry and, a lot of the doctors mentioned carnivore from whenever I had done keto in the past. And so I was like, hey, this is like a Hail Mary. I'm just going to go for it. And on January 2nd, I went, well, I could have started January 1st, but we had a big cookout with family and made a bunch of country food. But on January 2nd, I just dove right in, and I'd never done it before. And I haven't looked back since. Now there's been bumps along the way, but it has been amazing.
Yeah, for sure. So the thing that stuck out to me is, again, we have such similar stories. For me, I started, the beginning of this year. We kind of both did. We had that we had that same New Year's Day thing, where everybody is.
We did go to your mom's for New Year's.
Do the New Year's food,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but then that next morning we went right at it, and you try so much, and I heard about this carnivore thing, and I'm like, whatever. It's just another diet. Did you feel that way, Kipp, where you're just like, is this really gonna work?
No, I didn't feel like, is this really going to work? I felt like it was going to work, but I felt like I didn't know if I was going to be able to stick to it. So I was like, I'm going to do it for like 2 weeks. That's what I told myself. I was like, I'm going to do it for 2 weeks and just see if it will jumpstart me. And then I might transition back to keto or something like that. Let's just do this for 2 weeks and see what happens. And like, man, a couple days in, when I already started feeling better, I was just like, I'm just going to stick with this. And I've been doing it ever since.
Yeah. And we experienced the same things. It's like just a few days and you feel different. You feel different. Like it's something I don't understand. I mean, it's not magic. It's just proper human diet, right?
The light bulb just came on, buddy.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's amazing. And so, talking about that, like with weight loss. Yes. So first, how much weight have you lost so far?
Well, this year I'm down 36 pounds, but last year was when I started, and I had lost like 100 and something pounds last year. And I had some bumps in the road. Like I said, it hasn't been perfect, and I feel like I've learned a lot this year from my mistakes last year. And so last year I put back on at the end of the year like 60 something pounds of the 100 pounds that I lost, and I've been going at it since
the holidays.
Yeah, the holidays, man, they're brutal, buddy. They'll get you every time if you're not careful.
Yes, they will. Yeah, so you have the weight loss and you've done fantastic. And I'm over here on this side, I'm seeing like 40, almost 40. I'm at 38 pounds right now, lost just since January 1, which just blows me away.
Yeah. And you'll be at 40 by the time March ends, and you'll be in your 3 months.
I know. And I
finally hit the 12-pound mark. So
yeah. So
yeah,
it's just amazing what can happen. But there's so many other health shifts that can happen, not just weight loss. So for you, Kipp, what were some of the things that started to shift and change, some other effects besides weight loss that you noticed?
Well, the biggest thing was about 2 weeks in, or maybe even a week in. It's hard to remember now, but my shoulder pain just started melting away because I had shoulder pain for like 3 years, maybe 4 years, and it hurt every day. And I would take medicine for it. painkillers and different, even aspirin or whatever I could get my hands on, ibuprofen, trying to make it get better. And it just bothered me. And when that started getting better, I was like, that alone is enough to keep doing this. And then after that, I just kept feeling better, and I stopped having those sugar spikes. You know how like I would eat a big meal when I was eating carbs, and my sugar would get way out of whack, and I would get real sleepy. I stopped having to deal with that. And then so many months later, I went and got my A1C checked, and when I got that checked, I went from being a type 2 diabetic to not even pre-diabetic anymore. So I reversed type 2 diabetes in maybe 4 months. And there's been a lot of things since then. It's just been and one thing after the next, and it's just been an amazing ride.
That's
muted.
So, yeah, I know. I unmuted. She's over here.
Yeah,
you're muted. Yeah,
and we had Avery come in.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's really awesome.
That's amazing. And for me anyways, I'm dealing with the like high blood pressure is starting to get under control. The sleep apnea is starting to disappear.
Your acid reflexes.
Acid reflux.
No more.
Gone. For you, I mean, we talked about this on another stream, like even like mental health stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
stress.
Yes.
Like anxiety feeling. I'm not on as much as far as like medicine or like extra vitamins that I was taking. I feel like great.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and I used to take Tums like before I would plan it, and take Tums when I was getting ready to eat a big meal, which was almost always. And so because I ate like crazy amount of portions before, and so I would take Tums all the time, and then like within no time I didn't have to take Tums anymore. It's just so many things that just get better just by changing your diet. It blows my mind.
Yeah.
We are still on the daily. We're more and more amazed at what just eating right will do to your body. It changes so much. It affects so much, and it's amazing. And you know, you and I are both men of faith. We're a family of faith, and you know, like this is how our bodies were created to work. God fashioned and formed us to work and function properly. He did not create us to have all these flaws. We kind of did that to ourselves in the fall, but there is a way for us to, you know, see healing come through what we put in our mouths. And that's amazing. You know, it's amazing.
I mean, if you look at people in society today, a lot of people that, I mean, like you even got family members that they think it's perfectly natural and normal to have to take like 20 medications a day. They think that it's perfectly fine to have to, you know, take this pill and take this shot and do all this other stuff. And so many people, even in our country, they just think that that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly normal. God didn't design our body that way. But what we've been feeding it, we're making our body sick over years and years and years. And then, you have to take all that medication so that you can actually function properly or halfway properly. But if you'll remove the problem, which is all the carbs, the sugars, the seed oils, all that stuff, then everything will just start getting better, and eventually you won't need the medication anymore.
Exactly. And that is a beautiful thing that I think if people could understand and grasp and just do a little bit of research and just understand what how this really affects us, then it'll be game changing. Because you know, when you're on medicine, I was on 5 pills. And when I was on those 5 medications, what I found is that it was only band-aiding the symptoms.
Right.
It wasn't fixing them. It was just band-aiding them. And then it was all the side effects were awful. Like it was worse than the actual condition itself. So medicines are no good.
And you found, like, when you came off of your blood pressure medicine, you were taking an allergy pill as well.
Yeah.
But your blood pressure medicine caused the itching that you thought was the allergies. And like, it's just like,
it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
And I know it sounds weird, but I think I knew deep down that I was gonna find the solution to my problem, because my doctor had been begging me to get on you know, all these different medications, get on cholesterol medicine, get on the medicine for diabetes because I was a type 2 diabetic. But there was something in me, I don't know if you call it pride or I don't know what you call it, but I was like, no, I'm going to figure this out. And I was like, because I know that it's not just normal, because doctors a lot of times they'll just want you to think, well, it's hereditary, it runs in your family and all this stuff. And I'm just like, what if it's the food that we're eating? And so there was just something in me that was like, you've got to figure this out. Keep telling your doctor no. And then once I tried carnivore, I was like, this is it. And the proof's in the pudding, because when I went and seen my doctor 4 months later, his mind was blown. He was like, he said, I can't recommend this to you, what you're doing, but all I can say is just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's great.
I love that the doctor's like, I cannot endorse this, but you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
It blew his mind, buddy.
Yeah.
That's
what
amazing.
words?
I know. So everyone that's watching
great.
right now, combined channels, we have over 57 people watching right now. And that's amazing.
So we need at least 57 likes.
We need some good likes and shares. And definitely what I would also say is please put your questions in the comments. So if you have any questions for either Kipp or myself or Harley,
all caps, Q's, that way we can spot it out real quick. And
make sure to put those in there, because at the end we will have a time where I just go through and we cover all the questions. So please make sure that you take care of that. We want to get your questions answered. Avery, you want to say hi?
That's the best part, answering questions.
It is.
Yes.
Avery wants to say hi. Howdy. Say hi.
I have a baby girl too. How old are you?
How old are you? No.
You gotta tell him.
6.
Wow. My daughter Abigail, she's 2.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yes.
We babysit somebody that's 2.
Whoa, really?
We have some friends that we watch, and they're 2 and 3.
All right.
That's awesome.
We're going to keep on going. That's fine. Okay. So, just keep that in mind, guys. Make sure again that you're sharing, making sure that you're putting your questions in. We want to take care of those. So let's move on here and let's talk about this community. This community is a very unique one. I feel like I'm new here and you're more established here. And what I have found
is you're doing pretty good, buddy. I mean, you got over 1,000 subscribers already. You're on the right track.
Thank you. Thank you. For the most part, this community is uber supportive. What has surprised you the most about this community overall?
Well, I never thought that it would be like it is, as supportive as it is. When I first started my channel, I just thought that I was just some random guy that was just going to share some of my story and maybe 10 or 20 people might pay attention. I just was like, this is a shot in the dark. Because I didn't know much about YouTube at all. And like almost overnight, people started saying, hey, man, we support you. You're doing great. You're doing this. And then eventually it got to a point where people were emailing me, sending me letters, sending me cards, and donating gifts to the channel to help buy gear for my channel and so on. And like people will literally go out of their way and pray for you and send you encouraging things in your comment section of your videos. I mean, even the people that the fellow YouTubers that I talked to, they've been super supportive and amazing. Like Adam from Carnivore Today, he was just in the chat a while ago. He's an amazing person. And just all the, there's gonna be some people that are negative and things like that, but for the most part, it's just been incredible.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, we have dealt with our fair share of, I guess you could call them haters, but nothing like what could be. This community, for the most part, is so supportive.
It's really,
really cool. It's blown us away.
We've done multiple different things like in the online space before, and like I'm just like blown away every time I think about it. I'm like, how did this even happen?
How did we get here?
Yeah.
I mean, I posted a video and I went to bed 2 nights later and I woke up and people were subscribed to me and were commenting.
Woke me up from my sleep. He's like, guess what's, you know,
I have
like
views.
yeah.
I mean, I still remember it to this day.
I remember when I told my wife, I was like, because I don't go to a huge church. I go to a church that has like maybe 150 on a regular basis, but then
even larger
sometimes
than ours. Yeah, you're doing great.
sometimes there's more than that. But I remember when my subscriber count was more than the people that go to my church. That blew my mind. I was like, babe, there's more people subscribed to my channel than there is to go to my church. And then eventually I was like, there's more people subscribed to my channel than I have as friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
I was just like, it's very humbling. I never want to be prideful about it. I appreciate everybody that subscribe. It means the world to me. And I just hope that I make all those people proud.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel as well. Is like I tell Harley all the time, I'm like, I came into this expecting nothing. I just did this because I wanted to document my journey, hold myself accountable, see my transformation. And I have been blown away with the receptiveness of this community. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Yeah. And don't let the negative people, the few negative people get you down. There's always people that will comment on videos and say hurtful things. Sometimes you'll have to learn to remove people or ban people or something like that. That's the last thing that I want to do. But sometimes I have had to do that because you don't need all the negativity.
Right. Exactly. Darth Carnivore said it well here. It's amazing how just eating meat can bring so many different folks together that wouldn't normally connect with each other. So
absolutely
true. That is so true.
The bond is so strong because the results are so great.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I never was going to start a YouTube channel. And, you know, like a month or two in, I was like, this is so amazing. Even though I'm super nervous, I was so nervous when I filmed my first video and it was just on my phone. And I watched it on my back porch and I was just out there and I didn't even have a good camera angle and I had held the phone the wrong way and I didn't have good audio or nothing, no proper lighting. But I was just out there speaking from my heart, and it's just been it's going back and watching those videos. I mean, it almost brings a tear to my eye just seeing where all it's come from.
Yeah. It's so much more than just the pounds on the scale.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, and I say that the same like when people ask, you know, I just lost my train of thought.
It's more than just the pounds on the scale.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. You lost it?
Yeah.
All right. That's okay.
It's more than the pounds on the scale. Like it's the only like thing, like we've tried so many different diets and things like that, but like it's more than just weight. There's all kinds of health benefits too. But
it's like for me, I weigh right now, I think I'm at 251-ish.
Something like that.
And I have been down to 240 something before is kind of my lowest. And I feel lighter and better now on carnivore than I did when I was on all those other diet plans and still was lower than I am now.
Yeah, well, whenever you're eating so much like fat and protein and stuff, it's easy to gain muscle. And so you might be putting on some muscle at the same time. Even not sure if you're working out, but a lot of times, even when you're not hardly working out, you can still be putting on muscle from eating all that meat and protein. Like, you know everybody knows who Dr. Chafee is. He'll tell you he doesn't even go to the gym that often, but like, have you seen Dr. Chafee?
Yeah.
He's fit.
Ripped.
Yeah.
Ancient Carnivore Nutrition started at 290, now 278. I feel great.
Yes.
Keep it going. Amazing. Keep it going.
Yeah.
It's awesome. All right. Let's see here. We've got a few more, 2 or 3 more. So you mentioned earlier some of your challenges. You mentioned that you had previously started this and then kind of had some challenges and some struggles. Talk about those a little bit and kind of what did you learn to kind of get you back on track?
Well, I mean, one of the biggest challenges is Popeye's chicken.
Popeye's chicken. Yeah.
And like that's like my kryptonite or whatever you want to call it. And I have to pass by it on occasion, but I've learned sometimes to either go a different route on the way home or just look the other way whenever I'm passing it.
Yeah.
And little things like that, and just know that. And another thing that I've learned over time is have some butter on hand or something like that. Not that I always do it, but there's been a time where I had pizza in the vehicle that I was taking to someone's house or a family member's house that they were going to eat that night, but I had some butter with me because I was getting ready to cook a steak. And I was like, man, that pizza smells so good. But then I took a big hunk of the butter and put it in my mouth, and my cravings for that pizza just went away. So, you know, and a lot of people try the trick of, if you're thinking about something, just have some water, things like that. And I'm not saying it's been perfect, because there have been times where I've been off plan for a week. I've been off plan for 2 months at one time. I've been off plan for a couple days, a day. I'm not the perfect carnivore. If you're looking for the perfect carnivore, it's not me.
Let's talk about that for a second. Okay, this is probably one of my pet peeves in the carnivore community, and I know that you're right there with me, and we identify really well with this. You know, I have a lot of people, because I don't do perfect carnivore either. I have times where I'm sneaking over to keto a little bit, having some stuff, and I know. And I'll sneak over there and I'll have some stuff, and I may pay for it. I may see some effects from it. But my goodness, people, it is not the end of the world. Yeah. And it bothers me so bad when I get comments, and when I see comments on your videos. I watched every minute of the video where you celebrated and ate pizza, and I was like, go Kipp, enjoy that crustless pizza. You deserved that. And people were giving you such a hard time, and it's like, no, this is not cheating.
Right.
This is still carnivore.
Yeah.
Like, calm down,
10 times
people.
better than what it could be.
Yes.
Yeah. And well, I've heard Nisha say it best before. She calls it the carnivore police, Nisha Berry.
Yes.
And that's what it is. Like, sometimes you have the carnivore police out there, but there's a subscriber of mine that's become a really good friend. And, you know, they just reminded me, hey, just get right back on track. If you do even if you have a slip up or anything like that, get right back on track. But in that situation, I don't consider that even a slip up. I considered it just what they said in the email they sent me yesterday. You know, they mentioned how Laura Spath, a lot of people know who Laura Spath is. Yeah. It took her years to get to the point where she's at now. It didn't happen overnight. And a lot of people, they will try to compare their journey to other people's journey. Some of us are going to get to where we want to be a little bit quicker than others, but we can't compare ourselves to other people. We just need to find what works for us, and we're all on our own journeys. And some of us have to not do this or not do that, but it's not the same for each person. So if I have a mushroom and it doesn't affect me, that's perfectly fine.
Mushrooms.
But if somebody else has a mushroom and it causes severe problems with them, then maybe they shouldn't have that mushroom.
Don't eat the mushrooms. Yeah, it's really a lot of common sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It bothers me when I see these kind of comments, because and I've said it in multiple videos, there's no such thing as a perfect carnivore. It is what it is.
Yeah. And when you do have those things, you know, we weigh right now almost every day. And the benefit to that is, if we do have something that's not strict carnivore, we're able to see how that affects our bodies on the scale to know what causes inflammation and what doesn't.
Yeah.
So that's another
and there's
benefit to the
and there's people that'll make you feel like if you have one slip up, you should just go in a hole and die, and you should never have a YouTube channel anymore, that you should change your name of your channel to the vegan channel or something like that. And I'm just like, really? Because of a slip up? I'm a Christian, and I know that God gives us a lot of grace, and we need to give ourselves grace too. Like, I'm not saying that we need to just go off plan all the time, but if you ever do have a moment or a weak moment, realize that you're not alone, because most people in this community will tell you that they have slipped up, they've been off plan, they've made mistakes, and the ones that ain't, either they're just incredible and more power to them, or they're lying.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, that's one thing that it just really eats at me. I think that, and about the community too, is just, there's some that, like Nisha calls them the carnivore police, that they just need to calm down. Like, I have lost.
They're trying to hit their quotas for the month.
I guess. I have lost almost 40 pounds. Like, back off. Like, have you lost 40 pounds?
Chill out.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. And if
Exactly,
you have,
you're
that's
right.
great. That's fantastic.
Keep it going.
But I'm still seeing results. When I stop seeing results, then I will research what I've been putting in my body, and I'll know.
Yeah.
There will come a time where you'll have to make changes. I mean, it's like anything. There'll be, so at one point you might say, man, I need to try giving up milk for a month or this little thing, and you do a different little challenge or something like that if you want to. But it's a journey, and you're supposed to have fun with it along the way. And some people, they try to turn the community into a cult, and I'm like, like, we're not going that far.
We're not.
Right.
We're not. It's an amazing community, but we ain't no cult. We just got one Lord around here, Jesus. So that's who we're serving around here. So, okay, let's do one more here, and then we're going to do another fun segment. So, guys, please make sure to be putting in your questions. Make sure you label them with Q's. I'm starring them all. I haven't missed any of them, and we're going to cover them toward the end. But so definitely, please make sure to put in your questions for any of us. Yeah. But the last thing that I want to talk about is your barbecue meetup. And I know you're excited about it. And guess what? We're excited about it.
Yes.
Because we're coming.
Yes.
And
I know, I'm excited to have y'all there. I'm really, really excited that y'all are coming.
Oh, yeah.
We've made like a whole weekend out of it.
Oh, yeah. We're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. So
this will be Lincoln's first trip to the beach.
It will. And we're very excited.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about why you wanted to do this and just a little bit of the details. Yeah. And I know in your description of this video and in my description as well, I have the link for people where they can sign up to be a part of that and join and be with us. So yeah, just tell them a little bit about it.
Well, first, thank you for putting linking it in your description of your video. Yeah. But where it come from was, well, for one, I've always been into barbecue and love to cook barbecue. And my barbecue, has changed since I started Carnivore. And I'm doing more, just simple rubs and no sauces and things like that. And that's what I eat all the time. And so different subscribers have always asked, man, we'd love to try your barbecue. And honestly, I wanted to do like some type of meetup last year, but I just wasn't able to do it last year. I wasn't able to, because it takes a lot of time to plan and money preparing for it and things like that. So I wanted to save up. And this is a way for me and my wife to give back, because the community has been generous to us. People donated, so many things that people have done for us. And this is a small way that we can give back, to give everybody a free meal and they get to eat barbecue and hang out. I don't want it to be this uptight event where people are thinking they need to wear a suit and tie. I want you to wear your comfy clothes. You can wear swim clothes, because there's going to be a place where you can swim if you want to. You can bring your lawn chair if you want and hang out, and we can cook barbecue. I'll be cooking all day the day before, and I'll be cooking that day at the event, and I'll bring my smoker there, and we're just going to hang out and have a great time and talk carnivore and just get to know each other, because the subscribers are amazing, and I just want more of them to get to know each other, and I want to get to see their faces and get to know them more than just the comment section.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, and you're also, I think if I remember correctly, your wife on a video, she just announced that you guys are going to be giving away one of those like thermometers. Is that what that is? Right?
Yeah. We're going to give away I'm not sponsored by Thermopin at all, but I've always used their thermometers since I started cooking barbecue. They make the best thermometers. I don't care what nobody says. Yeah. And they just do. But anyway, so I've got like the Thermopop. I've got the original Thermopin that they come up with, and then their new one, it's called the Thermopin 1, and I've been using it for like a year now, the Thermopin 1, and none of them have ever broke on me. They all still work. And I reached out to Thermopin and I said, hey guys, I'm having this barbecue meetup, and I would be honored if you guys would like to contribute and give back to my subscribers in some way and donate to the channel to help it out. And so they actually sent me an email back a day or two later, and they're like, absolutely, we'd love to give away one of our ThermaPens. There's no strings attached, anything like that. But
That's awesome.
I believe in their product, so I'm shouting their name out from the rooftop because I know they make a good product, and it's cool that we can give that away. And those, I think, are like $100 and something right now, and somebody's going to get it for free.
That is
awesome.
That's cool. So yeah, guys, if you are in the area of, where's the city again, Kipp?
Atmore, Alabama.
Atmore, Alabama. If you are near the area, close. I mean, we are we're a drive. We're about 7
hours.
Yeah, we're 7-hour drive.
That's what we gotta make a weekend out of it.
So if we can do it and it's 7 hours and it's a weekend, then if you're in the 7-hour range, just come out and be with us. It'll be a good time.
And I don't want to hear no excuses, because I've got a guy that's flying in from Seattle, which is on the other side of the United States. Like literally, Alabama's on one side and Seattle's all the way across at the top on the other side, and he's making that flight. So no excuses.
No excuses. Come out and be with us for sure. And again, the link is going to be in the description of both of our videos. So if you're watching over on my channel, then definitely go and click on that and say you're going. And or if you don't have Facebook, I'm sure you can email Kipp as well and let him know you're coming. And if you're on Kipp's channel, do the same thing. So
yeah, and if they don't let me know by the end of next week, then then they can still come, but they might be getting some extra hot dogs or something, because I'll have to know how much brisket to get and all that stuff. So if you're going, let me know. That way I got you covered. Food's free.
Yes, ASAP. Awesome. So Rick says 20, probably 10 hours from here. So yeah.
Awesome.
Rick has told me that he's probably coming too. He's not 100% sure, but he told me the other day that he's thinking he might be coming.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Well, let's move into a little fun segment I like to do, where it's just a repeat after me, a finish the sentence kind of thing with some good carnivore wisdom. So I'm gonna repeat. I'm gonna say a sentence, and you're gonna repeat what I say, and then just finish it out. Okay. Cool. All right. Here we go. So here's the first one. And everybody in the comments, I want you guys to finish this as well. So in the comments, you finish this sentence as well. So here we go. The one thing I wish I knew before starting carnivore is
that I don't need to compare myself to others. Because I mean, one of my great friends, Sean, the intentional carnivore, we've done a million live streams together. He can lose weight like nobody's business. He's lost like probably 300 pounds, and he's just amazing. And I know it's true because I've seen him in person when he lifted his shirt up, and I've seen like the leftover skin and stuff like that. So I know this guy's for real, but I can't compare myself to him if I don't lose my weight as fast as him. We're all on our own journeys. I don't have to lose everything overnight. Just keep going. And if you slip up, just get back on the horse and keep going.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Peter says, how great I feel with carnivore. Yep. Yes. Cordella says it's all about the fatty red meat.
Yeah.
Rick said, I wish I knew it was actually a healthy diet. Yeah, exactly.
I love cholesterol.
Yes.
Wish I knew I should keep it simple. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So good.
These are great answers.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Keep them coming, guys. This is good. All right. So the next one is sticking with carnivore gets easier when
you stick with carnivore.
There you go.
Whenever you're wishy-washy, I would call it, or when you're, a week on and then off, and then a week on and then off, it makes it difficult whenever you're having those slip-ups. But if you will commit and you'll just be like, I'm doing this for a solid month, I don't care what nobody says, I'm doing it. At the end of that month, you'll be like, the farther along I got into it, the easier it got to stay on plan.
Yes. That's good.
Blake would like when we very first started that first week or two, I would eat something that was more on the like keto low carb side. He was like, I really don't like how you're flirting with carbs.
I told her that. I was like, you're flirting with carbs, ma'am.
I was still seeing results, sir. So yeah.
You gotta be careful, because sometimes just a little bit, man, can throw you off your game. You can't be slipping out there.
Yeah.
It'll get
Yeah.
Yeah. Rick says when you realize everything else is duck food.
Right. Amen.
Yeah. when you get past the carb cravings. Yeah, and that's good. And that lines up with Kipp's answer. You know, if you kind of go off and on, you're gonna experience those cravings. And you did. I remember. I remember.
I know.
It's like if imagine if you're a smoker and you're trying to quit smoking cigarettes. I mean, if you're like, hey, I'm gonna smoke a pack of cigarettes once a week, and then I'm gonna do good for a week, and then I'm gonna smoke another pack of cigarettes. If you keep doing that, it makes it harder and harder and harder. But if you'll just say, hey, I'm gonna just stay off of these cigarettes altogether, and that first month might be difficult, or honestly, a lot of people just the first few days, and then it just starts getting easier and easier, and then you'll look back in 6 months and be like, man, I ain't even thought about a cigarette.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Lulu says sticking with carnivore when you have butter on standby. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like this one. This is Laurel. She says you have a really good why.
Yeah.
That makes
That's
it really
awesome.
easy.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Also, this one is good. I like this one, being someone that eats one meal a day. When I shrink my eating window, makes it easier. It does. When you're tired of feeling bad and being unhealthy. That's right. That's right. Good ones.
Yeah.
Good ones.
Because about a weekend, I ate that one bite of Avery's birthday cake, and it made me so sick. And I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it.
Somewhere up here, I think it was. Did I skip it? Maybe I did. I can't remember.
I learned so much from people in the comment section, like some of their responses and stuff. They think that we're just here to teach them stuff, but man, we learn from everybody in the comment section. At least I do in every video.
I do every time. There was one in here about it's about the good old diarrhea. I was trying to find it. I mean, it just happens, y'all.
I've been there, buddy.
It happens.
That's somebody mentioned butter, and I love butter, but you gotta be careful with it because butter can get you. Yeah. And I've learned I can do better sometimes with like cool butter, but if I make a big steak and I put tons and tons of hot melted butter on it, within like 20 minutes, sometimes I'm already running to the toilet. So you gotta be careful with butter.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, because once it gets melted, you pour it on there, and it's just so good.
It is good.
Yeah.
All right, here's the next one, guys, and definitely keep putting it in the comments. This is good. The carnivore critics always get this wrong.
Oh, I gotta think on that. I don't. A lot of them I feel like are like maybe either vegans or something like that. So a lot of them they don't understand the whole cholesterol thing. They don't understand that red meat's not the problem. And I mean, even there's so many doctors even today that they still will tell you red meat's the problem, all that red meat, and what about your cholesterol? What about your blood pressure is going to be through the roof from eating that? I'm like, my blood pressure is getting better. My cholesterol is staying fine. It's not going super, super low, but it's not getting to a point where my doctor's freaking out. And my A1C is getting better. So a lot of what the stuff that they're saying is a problem, I'm like, I'm not having those issues.
Yeah. What's my biggest one, Harley? You remember? Starts with an S. Salt.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, doctors will tell you, especially somebody with high blood pressure.
Yeah. Salt. You don't eat all that salt.
Don't eat salt. It's not good
I
for
was
you.
thinking the red meat with the blood pressure and stuff, because I had a conversation with a friend today, and she was like, I said, well, how's his cholesterol and how's his blood pressure? And I'm like, his blood pressure is actually the best it's ever been without his medication. So we really debunked that one.
People will see me put a salt on my steak and stuff, and they're like, and then I'm like, well, wait a minute now. How much salt's in your mac and cheese? And how much salt's in your canned veggies that has a bunch of salt and stuff already in it or whatever? I'm like, I bet you're intaking more than I am from all the stuff that you have that I'm intaking by putting salt on my meat. Because salt is an essential thing that you need. It's like an electrolyte that your body requires.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And they're getting all their preservatives.
Oh yeah. 22Q says that red meat will kill us.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one. You need carbs, phooey. Yeah.
I had that conversation yesterday.
You did?
Well, you really need carbs to fuel your body.
Even if it's just a little bit. No. No.
Yeah, and I'm like, look, I'm a tribal member of a tribe here in South Alabama, even though I don't look it. That's my daddy's fault that I don't look it. I take after him. But anyway, what do you think my ancestors they ate? They ate buffalo and they ate a lot of deer and stuff like that. So red meat was like a huge thing in their diet, and they were super healthy. I mean, yes, there were some that they lost their life early from different things in the elements and wars and things like that. But like, I mean, they were super healthy, especially compared to people today. And and they ate tons and tons of red meat, and they were never worried about their cholesterol or anything like that.
They didn't even think about it. They didn't even think about it.
They probably did not.
And you know, I look at people like her grandmother, great grandmother. Her great grandmother just recently passed away, but she was what, 95? And don't cry. It's okay.
I'm okay right now.
Yeah, but you know, she lived till 95, and they didn't have all the stuff that we have today, and all the. I mean,
and her mom was in her 90s too. Like, I've got really good genes, and so when he went and had a heart attack at 30, I'm like, you better get it together, buddy, because we got a lot more time here.
and the funny thing is that, you know, she told me, she said, and all my mama cooked with was lard.
That's what my granny cooked with. She made even her chicken and everything. She cooked in lard.
Yeah. Like I don't get it. There's one of mine. It's like lard's not bad, anyways.
Although in her last few years, she hit the Dr. Pepper pretty heavy.
Well, the Dr. Pepper and the donuts, but that's what she was fed.
These are facts.
It might not have been my choice.
Well, it was once they started making all that other stuff bad and considering fat bad and lard was not good and all this other stuff. That's when a lot of our elders started making changes. And I wish they would have never started making those changes, because before that, a lot of our elders and stuff, they were super healthy.
Yes, exactly. And there was, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Mama cooked good food, and we worked on the farm, and that was life.
I seen a meme on Facebook. It was talking about how it was like a picture of a beach in the 60s or 70s, and it's like where you don't see any obese people here, and you know, it's like something changed, and we got to get back to the way it was then, I guess.
And I'll tell you too, even this is a carnivore channel, and I'm carnivore, but and my granny, she's passed away now. But if she was here today and she was cooking some fried chicken and lard, I'd have to have a cheat meal. I promise you that, because ain't nothing like good old country fried chicken cooked.
I agree.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
I agree. Look, we both love food around here. It's all good. We all love food. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. So Rick said the thing that carnivore will give you a heart attack. Cordelia says it isn't the heart attack diet.
No.
Yeah. Thinking fiber is required. That's a good one.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Your bowels will be blocked with 10 pounds of beef. Yeah.
I've heard people talk about you'll get scurvy and stuff too by not eating the different fruit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It never happens. It never happens.
It's crazy. Buck said my great grandfather lived to 107.
Awesome.
No fake butter, fake meat, junk food, none of that. And it's crazy. Crazy.
It really is simple. It's almost like they don't want you to know the truth.
Oh, that's now.
Don't get us started.
We gotta be careful. We're on YouTube. But that's the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about the cost of medication, a lot of the medication that people are on today, it's like, they can charge this much money for this medication and make this much money. I bet they do want you to take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
All right, let's do one more here from our little finish the sentence, and this is a good one, a good helpful one, and this will be a really good one to see the people in the comments, and also in the comments, because we're about to jump into questions. Please make sure to put in your questions. If anyone has any kind of question for Kipp or for myself or Harley, put a QQQ, and that way I can start. We can get to those questions. Right now we have 4. So like put those in there, and that way we can get to those as soon as possible.
Ask us some questions now, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So here's the last one. I stay motivated because
my daughter is the reason that I started this. I know that everyone says you got to love yourself, and I get it. But before my daughter was born, I still kept making excuses. I still kept falling back in the same old paths and all that stuff. But it was when she was born and I wasn't able to be a dad and do the things that I needed to do. I was like, dude, you're not going to be around to dance with her at her wedding. You're not going to be able to help her change a flat tire or go help her cut her grass or anything like that. You're not going to be able to teach her to do things and, you know, go to amusement parks with her. You're going to miss out on all these things because of the food that you're eating. And it was her that is the reason that I do this. And whenever I want to go off plan and stuff, I try my best. Now, sometimes I still slip up, but I try my best to remember that I'm doing this for my baby girl.
Man, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's so true.
Mm-hmm.
We just recently went to Dollywood.
Yeah. You said amusement parks. I was like,
I don't know if you've ever been to Dollywood, Kipp, but it's an amazing place here in Tennessee. And you know, I got to thinking, you know, if I would have come here just back in January, the 1st of January, and I tried to ride any of these rides with my daughter, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
I've actually stayed in a cabin right next door to Dollywood, but
nice.
I wouldn't go to Dollywood because I was scared of having to walk around, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to fit on the rides. And when you're 400 pounds or 500 pounds or even 300 pounds, a lot of times people are like, I'm not even going to go to the amusement park because I'm going to be miserable. I'm not going to be able to fit on the rides, and that's embarrassing. And I'm always going to be looking for the next place that I can sit down at. And so I just skipped it all together and tried to do things that required less movement. And so, you know, as we get, you know, back to our optimal weight and optimal health, you know, all those things that we missed out on, we'll now be able to do them.
Absolutely. And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think that's a really good why. And, you know, that was a lot of our
why. Riding a roller coaster, though.
Do what now?
I still ain't riding a roller coaster, though.
Oh, see, we love them.
Hey, we put our 6-year-old, she was able to ride, I think 1 or 2, and she
did 2 of them, and she loved it.
And I was terrified that she was going to hate it, but she loved it.
She did the fire chaser and the dragonflyer one. Yeah. And
there's one more that she can ride.
She could have rode, but we didn't get over there.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So 22Q says, I want to live to an old age and be as healthy as possible. Good. Evelyn says, to take care of my family. Lulu Bug said, I stay motivated because I don't feel the need to eat any other way. This has been the best eating method so far for my IBS. That's amazing. Yeah. Laurel says, I want my best brain until I'm toes up on the floor. Yeah, best brain. CB, I stay motivated because I see everybody else and the way they live and speak it against carnivore and the mental function and 7 of 7 medications I'm off of. Exactly.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's fantastic. Garden, because I know my haters are watching. There you go.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm talking about. Garden, come on now.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Brush them haters off.
Yeah. All right. Well, last chance here to get in some questions. Make sure you put some QQQs. Let's jump right into some questions to wrap us up. We started off here. This one's real quick for me. Is your daughter named Laura? Laura Croft, but no, our daughter's name is Avery. Yeah. And unfortunately, we have there will be no next baby girl. We had and finished.
And we're yeah.
So,
unless the Lord says otherwise.
That's right. Unless the Lord says otherwise. Yeah. Okay, Kipp, this is for you. Could you post the link for their channel so I can subscribe?
Yeah, I can do it once I'm done here, but it should be in the description. I think it's in the description of my video, but if it's not afterwards, I'll go update it and put it in there. Okay. But I thought it was in there.
Cool. That's cool. No biggie. Vicky says, Kipp, did you try the steamed burger with the egg in the middle?
No, and mainly because my burgers are so good, I don't need the egg.
Oh, there you go.
I just eat the burgers. When you smoke them, man, the egg don't touch it.
So you smoke just about everything meat wise, don't you?
Oh yeah, except crack. I mean, I smoke it all, everything but crack.
Oh, that's great. All right, Carnivore today said Carrie and I are potentially doing a meetup at the end of April in Charleston, South Carolina. Oh. Is the Croft or Moore family close enough to attend?
I don't think I will be able to go in April, mainly because I have a cruise in April that's in Texas. Ooh. So I'm saving everything for that. But maybe next time.
We'll have to get the dates on it.
Yeah, we'll get the dates on that, and we can see if we'd be able to.
Our
Not
schedules,
sure, but
Blake pastors on Sunday, so you don't want to take off a lot back to back, and that'll be Kipp's is in the first weekend in April. So, let's get the dates on it, and we'll see what we can.
Let us know.
Because we're in East Tennessee, so that really wouldn't be far.
No.
Yeah.
Cordelia says, Kipp, have any of your friends or coworkers joined you in a carnivore way of eating?
Well, none of my immediate coworkers, but one of a guy that sits not far down from me. He found out that I was doing carnivore, and he's actually doing it too. And he every now and then he dabbles with ketovore or keto foods, but for a lot of the time he just eats straight meat, and he gets great results, which he doesn't really have much weight to lose, but he just feels better, and he just, I mean, he's done his research, not just relying on what I say. He researches on his own, and he loves eating this way.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So friends and coworkers, for me, a lot of mine think I'm crazy. I mean, they can't deny the results, but they are more so why aren't you getting your vegetables? And I don't judge them.
I deal with that too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't judge them for that. I think, people just know what they know and what they've been told, and that's it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But so that's kind of what I deal with. But then there's some that they're like, what are you doing? Oh yeah, the meat thing. It's like, the meat thing.
Yeah, people think you're weird. I'm like, or crazy. I'm just like, you really can't say anything until you've tried it.
Exactly.
Like if you try it for a month and then you don't like it, that's cool. And you want to find something else, and if you find something better, let me know, because I definitely want to know about it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Donna asked, any tips on finding keto carnivore friendly doctors in my area? You know anything, Kipp?
I want to say that Dr. Berry used to mention some list that are a couple different lists, but I can't remember what they are. I'd have to go back and you could probably search in YouTube Dr. Berry's like keto doctor list or something, and something might come up, because I'm not 100% sure on that.
So the other day I was curious, and I just did a Google search for, keto doctors near me, because if somebody probably believes in keto, they're going to be okay if you're on carnivore. It's the same spectrum. And so I did a search, and there's like one in the Knoxville area, one in the Chattanooga area, another one here. It's like, so it gives you a good map of where these doctors are. So maybe do a Google search, Donna, and that'll probably just help you out a little bit. I would think. So keto doctors near me on Google, and see what pops up. Do a little bit of research. All right. Lulu Bug says, how do you get the gamey taste out of meat?
Well, if they're talking about like some like wild game like deer or something like that, which, I mean, I'm newer to hunting. Like this year I'm going to be doing a lot of hunting, but I mean, I've watched my family and stuff over the years, and a lot of times what they'll do is they'll soak the meat for days and days. And I've even seen people like to actually take the meat and like pour buttermilk in it, I believe, and let the buttermilk set in it for a long time, and that help them with the gaminess and things like that. But when it comes to, we used to hunt like wild hogs. Whenever, a lot of people call them feral hogs when I was younger, and for some reason the sows just taste better than the boars. So I mean, that's one trick too.
Gotcha. Yeah, I am totally inexperienced in this area. We haven't really tried a lot of gamey meat. It's mainly just been beef.
I've ate deer before.
Yeah, but I've not ever had deer just like now and doing carnivore or anything.
Yeah, I've always had it in like chili.
I'm going to be having some deer this year. I can promise you that. I'm getting in the woods.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can host another barbecue and just do some deer. No, just
Now, me and my brother did try to hunt for squirrels. That didn't turn out so well.
Didn't work out well.
At my church, we do some wild game dinners and stuff like that, and we'll have different stuff. So, I mean, I'm used to eating tons of wild game meat, but like if it's a little gamey, it doesn't bother me. Most of the people down here that hunt, they know the secrets to get their meat not tasting gamey. So it usually isn't really a problem. The main thing is they'll like let it sit in the ice chest, and they'll let it sit there for a while, and then they'll drain the ice and put more ice in there and then drain it. They'll let that blood like drain multiple times, and it'll get a lot of that taste out of there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Rich asks, hello there. Can anyone recommend water that comes in a glass bottle of your preference? It's like
I don't drink a lot of water in glass bottles.
Yeah.
I don't get into the whole plastic thing like a lot of people do. Like,
yeah, I know that there's like the Perrier, but that's sparkling water.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
I mean, and I drink a lot of sparkling water, but mainly it's either in a plastic bottle or in a aluminum can. Like right now, I'm drinking one in an aluminum can.
Oh, that's Perrier right there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not my favorite, but one of my subscribers blessed me with it, so it tastes amazing.
Yeah, that's right.
There's that one.
Yeah,
I think I've seen that one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So
I'm not.
Maybe some people in the comments will have some answers for you there.
Yes, because we just right now we get our bottled water at the grocery store, but it's just spring water.
Buck says use a soda stream.
Oh,
all right, that'll work.
But see, my soda stream, because I have one of those, but the bottle is not glass; it's plastic.
Yeah. So, Carnivore today did say the 27th would be the meet update, just so everyone knows there.
All right.
That's going to be awesome, Adam. It's going to be great. I wish I could attend it, buddy.
Yeah. And then Buck also asked here, might have answered already, had to step away. What are your thoughts on spices?
Oh.
Well, I mean, it just depends on how carnivore you want to be. I mean, if you want to be that carnivore that's like salt only or else, then you can just do that. But to me, a brisket tastes better with more than salt. It just does to me. If I put salt, pepper, garlic, things like that on it, to me, it tastes better, and I don't get a negative impact. If I start getting a negative impact, then I would just go to salt. But to me, I don't think the amount of black pepper that I put on something or the amount of garlic is the problem with the human, what humans have been eating. I think the problem is all the seed oils and all the processed food and all the carbs that people have been eating and all the sugary things and stuff like that. I think that's way more of a problem than a little bit of black pepper on my rub.
Yeah,
in my rub.
I'm a sauce person.
And that's real hard on the carnivore diet.
So I feel like to transition to carnivore, we used a lot of seasonings because we still wanted to have the good flavor without having to dip it in something, so made up for.
That's a good way to go about it. And I'll say this, a lot of people know a buddy of mine, Pat from Carnivore Couple. He lost over 100 pounds last year on the carnivore diet, and he still had mustard and he still had hot sauce whenever he wanted it. He would put make hamburgers and use mustard and hot sauce and stuff all the time, and he lost over 100 pounds. So don't say it can't be done.
Right. You cannot go wrong with a fried egg with some hot sauce.
No, not at all.
Or a hamburger with some mustard on it.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so if anybody else has any questions, now's your time to put them in. I think we're just about it's time to wrap it up. We've been here for over an hour now, Kipp. It's been great.
That much fun. I've had a great time.
It has been so fun, and I just want to say, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in, and don't jump off yet. Don't leave, because I got more stuff to say. Everybody tries to jump off right now, but I want to give a really big thank you to Kipp. Would everybody, if you will, just throw up some praise hands emojis and celebratory. It's the iPad. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Throw some good emojis up there for Kipp, and most importantly, for the Lord that we serve here. Okay, that's what we're here for, most importantly. But throw some good emojis up there for him. Let him know that you appreciate him. We appreciate you, Kipp, and we're excited to get to hang out with you here in just a few weeks. Really,
yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 21 days or something like that. Or I know
is here.
It's probably like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And thank you so much. I have had a blast talking with everybody in the chat and everything as well.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, everybody say goodbye to Kipp. Kipp, hang out in the little green room here. We'll say goodbye formally, but I just want to say, everybody, thank you.
Yes,
thank you so much for being a part of our stream tonight. It's been so great. If you are not subscribed to both channels, so if you are not subscribed to Kipp, run over there right now and subscribe to Kipp. Yes. If you are not subscribed to my channel, run over there, subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Just a personal YouTube goal for me. I'm so close to 4,000 watch hours. So I'm about to jump into that journey of the YouTube monetization world. And it would be very helpful.
It's been really awesome. We're very thankful. It's just been, like we were talking about earlier, just the community itself, just everybody rallying together. It's just really awesome. So we just want to thank you guys for all of the things.
Yes. And make sure that if you haven't already, head over to my channel, because next week we're going to be, it'll be kind of a dual stream again. I'll be being interviewed by the Carnivore brothers. Yes. So it'll be on my, channel as well as theirs. So make sure next week, I believe that one is at 7:00. I think it's 7:00. You can go over to my channel and check the time.
Check it.
But I believe it's 7:00 Eastern. We're going to be hanging out with the Carnivore brothers. Yes. So you definitely want to make sure you check that one out as well. So we appreciate you guys again. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yes. Thank you.